let's look at this portfolio. It's actually quite strong indeed. Okay, so I'm so sorry I cannot say your name, but I want to say it's Saurabh Thuwal. So Saurabh Thuwal. I'm gonna just guess. My captions think it's Robert, so sure. But if I'm wrong, I apologize. I know it's important. It's important to say people's names correctly, and I'm wrong all the time. But yes, from India. We've also got some Decagon work in here as well. But let's see what we can find in here. 3D prop environment artist with years of industry experience, worked on making small props to big architectures for games. I've worked on various AAA titles. I'm responsible for modeling character outfits, props, weapons, and vehicles. Besides this, I carry basic knowledge of lighting and set dressing, shaders in Unreal Engine. Oh, nice. Look at this. Some work going on here. Dang, dude. Busy. Dude, that's cool. Yeah, so it looks like maybe like an outsourcing company. Man, outsourcing companies, you end up touching a lot of projects, man. It's it's crazy. You ship multiple games in a year. So, but yeah, now you're a contract artist for Decagon. Yeah, so if we go here, we can look at your earlier stuff. So you've got an LMG. It's 3 texture sets of 2K, super high res. I never know. I don't know how to feel about. That's an orange tip. Is this a fake LMG? I don't know how to feel about really high res texture sets. Like it shows your, if the goal is to show your modeling skills and your texturing skills, right? That's good. And then if your goal is to, this is 2 years ago as well. And if your goal is to like see like this is a nice close up, of course we're going to want that resolution. We want to see all these details. So basically what you're exercising, you're showing off is your ability to texture, your understanding of surfaces and materials, and like thinking about the micro information that happens on these surfaces. And that's all good. I think when it comes to being able to say like I can make game art, I don't like right now I don't have any UVs to see, so I can't see how you're dealing with your UVs and how much you're like stacking UV sets and whatnot. I mean, 3 texture sets, that sounds like there's some like multiple UV sets going on, you know? But I need to see how you're thinking when it comes to the way that you're putting your assets together, right? So that's likely not the goal of this asset. The goal is probably to just show off, really, right? Show your understanding of materials and your dope modeling and all that PBR, PBR. So that's pretty cool. That's 2 years ago as well. So this one is 1 texture set of 2K, 14K try. So there's a high interest in making sure that it's clear how much detail or how much, like what the stats are, try count and texture resolution and whatnot. I found that around a weapon white line. Is it a trick? It might be. That's dangerous, man. We don't joke about that stuff. So detail wise, this is sick. There's so much going on here. I feel like material wise, it's a little bit stylized, but it's kind of like Decagon can feel kind of hyper real sometimes. And like if we look at like the Decagon stuff, it's like really detailed and looks really nice, and the surfaces look really nice. But then it also doesn't look real, but it does look real. It's like hyper real. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at this, the first thing that kind of like calls out to me is this detail is just sick. And the way that the roughness is reading between the surfaces is really, really nice. But it's all very similar. They're all kind of in a similar range. So getting some variation in there would be good. But then you've got the dagger here. This blade, I can't tell if it's like, it almost looks like it's made out of like, what is that stuff called? Like bone, like a bone material, like an elephant's tusk, shaved down and whatnot. But I feel like that wouldn't work very well, or that would break really easily. Ivory. But the yes, thank you, suspicious. But the cuts and the damage that's on the inside is making this extremely busy. If those were just a little bit lighter, or if they were like lighter because of like the subsurface properties of this material, if it is indeed something like that. I think now that I'm looking here, I think it's metal. I think it's actually metal. So these scratches are kind of all over the place instead of being in areas where you would expect them to be. So maybe it's a relic. Maybe it's very old. I don't know. But again, dude, this is sick when it closes up like that. It's super cool. This is literally how I transport my my bananas for lunch to work. This is a banana holder. That's immediately what I saw. It just holds bananas. No, the surfaces look great though. There's a ton of detail going on here. 14K triangles. Of course, this is all modeled out. Oh man, look at this. So there's a lot of density going on here. But I guess it's an old banana holder. I love it. But like the details here are really high poly. And I'm assuming it's because the camera's really close. Man, look at that. Dude. I love that render. Oh, dude, the banana stops here. Banana stops here. And inside there's a little napkin, for like after. No. I gotta quit joking about it because this asset looks great. I immediately thought banana when I saw the shape. But the asset is quite well done. There's just a little crazy detail going on here. And I would say that the blade just looks a little too damaged. But man, look at that dirt in there. Oh my gosh. You can get something to look this good without it being 2K. Dude, hell yeah. And I think it's going to be quite difficult, honestly. But then again, we don't look at assets this closely. You know what I mean? Like we do. But yeah. Really cool prop though. Or weapon, I should say. Should I say weapon? Weapon. Then we've got a traditional bike. And I guess the seat is really low poly. So this is 12K poly count, which is pretty impressive considering wheels are involved in cylindrical shapes. And the freaking springs in the seat. So the seat could probably add just like double the geometry on that, or just in key areas so that you don't see the low polyness of it. Oh, this presentation though. I like the attention to the way that the attention to detail in the presentation itself and the environment that you're choosing to reflect the metal surfaces. It's really nice. Man, I can feel this material. I walk by bicycles every day. I think so. I live 2 minutes away from work, 3 minutes away from work on foot. And in that span of time, I probably pass like 50 bicycles, maybe 60. It's insane. And that's not even a lot by the standards of over here. But yeah, the materials are on point. Look at even the wheels have the dirtiness that you see. They don't have maybe the roughness difference in here, and like the variation between like the mud and the dirt and the rubber itself. There needs to be some differences there. But poly count wise, you're doing quite well. It's just a little bit more in the seat and you're good. But yes, the presentation is freaking on point. The only thing, maybe taking the shadow and having it diffuse a little bit or blur out a little bit as it goes further back. You need that folio link? I can get that folio link. Oh, Poodlestein's got it. I'll pin it for you. There you go. There you go. But yeah, it's super nice. It's really really impressive. And then the Decagon stuff. And like this looks great up close from far away. Surfaces read really well. Man, there's so much like little characteristic detail going on here. Lots of storytelling. Oh my gosh. Get out, dude. That is sick. So this is really nice as well. Candles feel a little strange, but I think it's just the shape. It's like they taper off in a weird way. I don't know how to describe that. They taper off in a weird way. Like it shouldn't have narrowed that much, I guess, is what it feels like. This is a really, really cool asset. I think let's keep scrolling here and then we'll see what's going down. Man, look at those scratches and stuff. Look at this, all this little extra detail down here. Delicious. Oh, dude, that's cool too. Man, these surfaces remind me of Shokri's wooden table that he was showing off. So all of these materials look quite good. My biggest critique, I think, is that you're not showing your textures, you're not showing your UVs. Here you show your wireframe, which is great. More of this would be awesome. Maybe, I don't know if Decagon doesn't allow that and it's just a presentational asset. But, and maybe this is a nanite ready asset, and in that case, showing the wireframes is kind of a crazy idea. But yeah, I want to understand your materials. I probably say this on everyone's portfolio review. Understand materials, understand how you model. I need to be able to read into how you think as an artist through how you've authored your work, not just the presentation of the final images, because that's how I know that I can trust the person to be able to achieve the things that I'm wanting our team to be able to achieve. You know what I mean? But the portfolio is sick. I have a feeling it's trimmed down as well. There's probably more things and they've been hidden, especially with all the work that you have under your belt. But yeah, super cool. If you see this video or you end up back in the Discord and you have questions, feel free to message me and we'll figure it out from there. I'm always around, so if I don't respond, it's usually because I'm in a meeting, I'm at work, or I'm sleeping, or I'm hanging out with my partner and we're watching anime or something. But it's super cool. Awesome. Thank you very much.